in my life, I have heard about Christians who were in harm's way because of something going on in the place where they were at, in the country they lived and the situation they were facing. And it always put a knot in my stomach to know that Christians were in danger, maybe because of their faith or just because of their circumstances. But I've never, until now, personally known those who live in fear. Christians who are afraid daily for their lives. People that I have come to know and to love very deeply like family. They are family. And so it's difficult. It's very difficult for me to be in a position to feel helpless with no way to really help them physically. I do realize the power of prayer. And I do understand that the most valuable thing that I can do for those that I love so much is to pray to our God, our awesome God, on their behalf, diligently and without ceasing. And that's what I'm doing. I've had the opportunity and the privilege to talk to many of them over the last couple of days. And of course, I'm talking about my friends in Ukraine. And one of the towns where I was just at just a few weeks ago, Kramatorsk, was actually bombed yesterday. And there were those that lost their lives. But many were injured. There were unexploded ordinances throughout the city. Matter of fact, in the schoolyard of the school where our good friend and preacher, his children go there, there's still a bomb sticking out of the ground now. I'm just so thankful that it was one of those that didn't detonate. But in all of this, there's such anxiety and fear. I received many messages yesterday with folks saying things like, I don't want to die. I wish that I could wake up and this just be a bad dream. Or when will this ever end? It's hard to find the right words. And in all of this, as I've said to you before, I'm inspired by their faithfulness to God, their unwavering confidence in our God. And it challenges me. And it makes me ask myself very difficult questions. Questions that I think we all could be asked today. And these are the questions that come to mind. When people look at me, could they say, this guy right here is guilty of being a Christian? Is there enough evidence, as the preachers say, is there enough evidence in my life to convict me of being a Christian? Do my words and my actions, do they work together or are they in opposition to one another? Do I say one thing and then live another? Or am I guilty of being a child of God? When I talk to my amazing friends who speak of their trust in God, in situations that most of us that will see this video have never experienced before. I'm humbled. In some cases, even shamed. Because I want to be found guilty of being a Christian. I want there to be enough evidence shown in my life that says I belong to Jesus Christ. Here's the challenge for us today. Be motivated by our love for God, our love for each other, and our desire to go to heaven. To be guilty, to be found guilty. There's plenty of evidence to support the accusation of being a Christian. It's a challenge we can all accept if we'd like. We should all accept it, and I hope that you will. To my friends in Ukraine who may see this, continue to be the great examples that you are. Continue to be strong, to trust in your God. He will never leave you nor forsake you. I love you with all my heart. Have a good day, everyone.